Ever noticed how summers used to feel endless when you were a kid? But now they seem to fly by in a blink. You're not alone. Research shows nearly 70% of adults feel like time speeds up as they age. Is this just a trick of the mind, or is there a scientific reason? Today, let's dive into the science of time perception to uncover why time seems to slip away faster and faster as we get older. Think back to when you were young. Summers felt like they stretched on forever, packed with adventures. But as adults, those days, weeks, and even years seem to race by. So, what's really going on here? Is it all in our heads, or is there a deeper reason our sense of time shifts as we age? Today, we're breaking down the psychology and science behind this fascinating experience and what you can do to slow down time in your own life. Most of us know that feeling. The older we get, the faster time seems to go. But why? A popular theory is the proportional theory, introduced by French philosopher Paul Janet in the 19th century. According to Janet, our perception of time is proportional to our age. For a 5-year-old, 1 year is 20% of their life, making it seem like a huge stretch of time. For a 50-year-old, 1 year is just 2% of their life, so it feels much shorter by comparison. Sound familiar? This proportional effect may explain why childhood summers seemed endless, while now they seem to fly by. What do you think about this theory? Let us know in the comments. Another major explanation comes from memory processing research, as explored by psychologist Dawe Drieisma in his book, Why Life Speeds Up as You Get Older. Drieisma explains that our memories play a big role in how we perceive time. When we're young, life is filled with firsts: our first bike ride, first day at school, first sleepover. Each first creates vivid memories, giving childhood a sense of fullness and stretching time in our minds. But as we age, we settle into routines: commuting, working, household chores. These repetitive actions create fewer distinct memories, so our brains compress these periods in hindsight, making them feel shorter. Studies have shown that our brains work harder to encode new information, like during travel or new experiences, creating richer memories. But routine activities don't require this intense encoding, leading our minds to store these moments more sparsely, which can make weeks or months feel like they've flown by in a blur. Neuroscientist Dr. David Eagleman of Stanford University suggests that this compression effect also connects to a survival mechanism. Our brains prioritize new or intense information, helping us adapt to new situations and avoid danger. When life becomes routine, the brain doesn't register all those repetitive details as vividly. Published in Consciousness and Cognition, studies on time perception reveal that the human brain filters out repetitive information to help us focus on novelty. In other words, when every day is similar to the last, our brains naturally compress those memories, which makes us feel like time is speeding up. So, if you feel like time is flying by, here's some good news. There are ways to slow it down. Science suggests that by introducing more firsts and seeking new experiences, we can literally change our perception of time. This could be anything from picking up a new hobby, exploring a different city, or simply switching up your daily routine. A Harvard University study on mindfulness also found that those who practice mindfulness, a habit of focusing fully on the present moment, tend to experience time more consciously. When we pay closer attention, the present moment feels richer, and time can feel like it's moving slower. So, if you're feeling like life's moving too fast, here are a few practical ways to make each day feel richer and more memorable. One great approach is to set intentional firsts every month. This can be anything from trying a new restaurant, visiting a nearby park, or learning a new skill. When we consciously build novelty into our routines, we create memorable moments. These first-time experiences anchor our memories, giving our brain more to process and effectively slowing down our perception of time. Studies show that the brain encodes novel events more deeply, so even a small change can make time feel more expansive. Think about it this way. As adults, it's easy to fall into routines. But if you break out of that pattern, even just once a month, you'll give yourself a small mini summer to look back on with fresh memories. Another powerful way to experience time more fully is through mindfulness. This doesn't mean you need to start meditating for hours. Mindfulness can be as simple as fully engaging in one small activity each day. You could choose to savor your morning coffee, really notice the sounds and scents around you on a walk, or take a few moments to focus on your breathing. Harvard studies show that these mindful practices help slow down time by helping us become more aware of the present moment rather than letting our days slip by on autopilot. When we fully engage our senses, time can feel more grounded and enjoyable. You don't have to change your entire life. Just a few mindful moments can bring more time into each day. Finally, try journaling or capturing snapshots of your day to look back on at the end of each week. Writing down even one thing that felt meaningful or new can help expand your perception of time. It's a simple habit, but studies suggest that reflecting on positive experiences helps our brains solidify memories, making the time feel fuller in hindsight. By practicing these small but intentional habits, you can create a fuller experience of time. Just like those long summer days you remember as a kid. Give it a try and see if it makes a difference. So, does time really fly as we get older? Yes and no. Our perception of time changes with age, influenced by memory, routine, and our brain's focus on novelty. But by actively seeking new experiences and practicing mindfulness, we can create fuller, more memorable moments and even make time feel slower and richer. Additional tips. Keep a new experiences journal. Write down at least one fresh experience each week. This reflection helps you remember more details and over time builds a library of memories that feel full and enriching. Prioritize mini adventures. Even a small change, like trying a new cafe or exploring a different walking route, can make a day feel special. Start planning something new each month to keep things interesting. Engage in time-stretching habits. Activities like drawing, journaling, or even cooking something complex encourage focus, helping us become more aware of time and creating richer moments. What about you? Have you noticed time speeding up as you age? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you're interested in exploring more fascinating aspects of the human mind and ways to live more mindfully, check out our next video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more insights into how to live fully, no matter the age.
If you enjoyed learning about how to slow down time and create a richer life, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking content, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, let's make every moment count.